Hi everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Dusty Trails and Drone Tales. Between woods closures and vacations and winding up camping season, it's been a minute for sure. So back with us today, Copilot Doug's going to join in again, and we're going to answer a question today that we see quite often coming up on some of the ATV groups on Facebook, and that is, can you get to St. Stephen from St. George? So thanks to a viewer, and you know who you are. I got a track. I haven't scouted this out yet, so we have no idea what we're getting into.
That's half the time road anyway.
That's true.
That's half the fun.
Yeah. So hopefully we don't get lost. I don't know what we're going to encounter, but it should be a good day. Fall is winding down here. Might see some splashes of fall colors today. Probably doubt it, but there could still be some spots. And so yeah, we're going to go through St. George and head out Trail 46. Right now we're at the terminus. Is that the right word?
Yeah.
Terminus of Trail 46 here on the old St. Andrews Road. This will be our start and end point today. So heading out, we're going to go up Trail 46 so that folks coming from, say, St. John or Musquash, LaPro area can get an idea of how to do this loop from that end. And then coming back, we're going to come out right on this old abandoned railbed behind us. So stay tuned. I know it's been a while, but this should be a pretty good ride today, and let's see how we do.
We should be able to get a GPX between the two of us.
Oh yeah, we're going to track it too. Yeah. So email us at dustytrailsanddronetales@gmail.com if you want a copy of the GPX, if it turns out, and we'll let you know at the end of the video if we were successful in getting one. So stay tuned and let's head out. And just like that, we are off like a herd of turtles. So we're on Trail 46, Old St. Andrews Road, just turning onto the Manor Road here now. And we're going to head in through St. George, stop and get some gas for the day, and head out to Trail 46 at that point, and pick up the route to St. Stephen once we get in the vicinity. So enjoy the little bit of a trip through St. George, and we'll pick you up here again shortly. we just came through the tunnel in St. George, and now we're on the old rail bed on Trail 46, headed out to our first turn off. I'm just kind of following the breadcrumbs here from our viewer from his track ride. Now, from where we started, the terminus of 46, I could have just gone up Route 770 up through Bonnie River and Second Falls and got on our route to St. Stephen by the Bonnie River Fire Department. But, you know, I want to make this a good picture or good GPX for everybody. So, you know, I want to do this as if you're parking at the trailhead here in St. George, or if you're coming from LaPro, Musquash, St. John area, that you should be able to just, you know, follow along until, you know, you see our breadcrumbs on the map in your GPX file, and then just pick it up from there and then do that loop. I did change his return route a little bit that I got from the viewer, just to try and reduce the amount of overlap and give you some extra options. Some of the route coming back, Doug and I did last year when we went from St. George to Harvey. It was just a day we didn't film, just a day without cameras. So I overlapped onto some of that to bring you some of that. So we'll come back down through Piscahegan along the Macadavic River and back to Bonnie River, Second Falls in that area. So right now, as I say, we're en route to the first leg of the journey to St. Stephen, and we'll bring you updates as they happen. Now we're just getting on to the old St. John Road. So we just came through some blueberry fields there in Penfield. Hope you enjoyed that drone shot. And so right up ahead here on the right is where Trail 46 continues. What we're going to do right now is we're going to stay on Old St. John Road. So if you're coming from St. John and you decide to take Trail 46 and not Old St. John Road, because you are on Old St. John Road, then turn off on a Trail 46, you'd come out here. If you continue straight on Old St. John Road, you'll end up where we're about to go now, So coming from St. John, if you do elect to take Trail 46, when you hit the other end of Old St. John Road, you're going to hang a right here. And we're eventually going to turn off of the Old St. John Road up here. So we'll update you where that turn is. And like I say, this is going to be on the GPX file. Both Doug and I are tracking. So
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Hopefully one of us will get it. So we're going to carry on Old St. John Road here for a bit, and we'll bring you the next turn.
A few moments later.
So from the Trail 46 that we just showed you, we've gone about 1 kilometer, 1.2 kilometers up the road, and we're going to make a left turn here. So if you were coming from St. John, this would be a right turn off of Old St. John Road, and this is going to take us out towards Red Rock at Second Falls. So there's going to be a couple of different road names here. I'm not seeing them on the map at the moment, but if you're looking for landmarks on the map, right off to my left here, you can't see it through the woods, is a little thing called Jerry Pond. So yeah, eventually we're going to go by a couple of lakes here. I don't know how close we're going to get to them. What I see on satellite view and what ends up being reality is a couple of different things. But like I say, we're doing this so that you folks coming down from east of us can also do this loop. So, you know, drop off your bike in Laurenville, or drop off your vehicle and trailer in Laurenville, come down from there. We've done, you know, Laurenville to St. George before, so you should be able to pick this right up. So we're going to carry on here for a while, and if there's updates to be had, we will let you know as we go along. This might look familiar. What do you think?
I think it does. That hump and everything. Didn't we stop here on one of the runs, the Penfield run or something?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did. I think we went off to the left here. But yeah, we did. Geez, I think it was, what, November last year? No, I still had the Razor.
Yeah, no, it wasn't last year.
It was November the year before.
Ago.
Yep. Yeah, because I'm thinking it was 2 years ago in November, because I still had the Razor, and the year before that we took the Razor up from St. John to Lincoln. So I'm pretty sure we were here before, but so far we're about 7 kilometers in on this part of the journey towards Red Rock. And what do you think? I think it's pretty good so far.
Yeah, a few rocks that you got to watch out for, but I mean, there's far worse trails out there.
Yeah, we've done far worse. I mean, for Charlotte County, this is pretty rocky. And I've done a lot of great trails down here. Quite a bit of railbed, which is fantastic. But yeah, I'd say this is pretty good going so far. Fall colors, seems all we have left is a bit of yellow. The reds and the oranges are gone. So I think if we would have done this maybe a week or two ago, we would have had a lot more fall colors to take a look at.
But normally there would be a lot of fall colors.
True.
But with all that drought, it triggered everything early.
Yeah, it did trigger everything early. Plus we had some rain and wind a couple of times this week in the area. So I had a tree in the backyard. Last weekend it was full on orange, and it was full on orange right after the first rain. It lost about 50% of its leaves, and then the second rain the next day it lost pretty much the rest of it. So I think we're about probably a week late for some good fall colors. Maine Fall Foliage Report. They have a nice report that they publish every week on Facebook. It's a map, so you can kind of draw a line into from the coastal region of Maine right up along the Bay of Fundy in New Brunswick, and get a similar idea. And last week was their last report, because they stopped reporting when it was past peak. The week before, they were reporting peak along the coast of Maine and up into like Bangor, Augusta, Portland, all those areas. So I think we missed it.
Bangor, where's that? I know where Banga is.
Banga?
Banga? Isn't that somewhere in Bahama?
Yep. My apologies to my Maine viewers, if I have any. We are not making fun of your accent. Actually, I quite like the New England accent, because you can at least, when you're somewhere, you can tell where somebody's from.
Wicked good.
Yep. And wicked good people in Maine. What do you think, Doug?
I believe the term is deja vu.
Yeah, well, I'd say we've definitely been here before, too, on that Penfield run. You remember the rocks, I remember the rocks. Looks like a lot of granite, actually.
Well, there's a lot of granite in the area.
Yes. For those of you who don't know, Charlotte County is very rich in granite. There were granite quarries here for a long time.
St. George is called what?
Granite Town.
Yep.
So I would say we have definitely been here before. And we've been kind of crisscrossing the pipeline, or the natural gas pipeline, a few times here. On and off, on and off. And now we're parallel, soon to be on again.
Well, a lot drier than last time.
Oh geez, well, I think wasn't that the summer that it rained every single weekend?
Yeah. There was a bit of a swamp here.
Yeah, this was very swampy here. I think we remember somebody playing in one of the swamps around here.
Oh yeah.
A bunch of guys, actually.
Pictures and videos.
Yep.
They get out, get pulled out, and go right back in.
Yep. Like I say, not really my thing, but hats off to you. Yeah, whatever floats your boat, right? If that's your means of enjoyment while you're out on these things, who am I to say, or who are we to say that don't do that?
Of course, we don't prepare to have hip waders or chest waders on.
I think some of those guys did.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they were prepared for the mud. Meanwhile, here we are in
sneakers
and jeans and all that stuff. So, all in all, though, I say this is pretty good going so far. We've tracked, according to my ride command, 27.7 kilometers so far.
Yeah. I'm 0.2 or something beyond that.
You know, we left my house at 9 o'clock or 9:15. Left the terminus of trail. That's going to be the word for the day, I think. Terminus.
Terminus Prime.
We've left Terminus Prime at around 9:30, but everything takes so much longer when you're filming, so.
But I'm sure the fan base appreciates.
Well, we try and make every video a little bit better than the last one. Lots of YouTube stuff on camera settings and stuff that the drone can and can't do, and here's a little hairpin turn.
Yeah, just come back road around this rock wall.
Yep.
And again, deja vu.
Yep, deja vu. Mind you, the Razor did turn quite well around here. Oh, this one did it too.
I'd be in 2-point turn at least.
Yeah, that's your little CF motor for you. Well, then we're not gonna try and go. Not gonna try and go around those rocks. We're going this way. For something that's 14 feet long, I will say it does take those sharp turns quite well.
You're almost cab over in this.
Yep. Yeah, there's not a long snout on it. It's all cab and box. So anyhow, enough of our rambling for now. We're gonna carry on and see how this goes along. That we came to a T in the road and turned left. So just to let you all know that we are now on Sparks Road. So we're going to carry on Sparks Road for a little bit. Oh wow, this actually looks pretty good right here. There's a few rocky sections, nothing terrible though.
Oh geez, no, this is pretty smooth.
And this is eventually going to turn into Red Rock Road. So we'll go across there and then get on that last bit to St. Stephen. Like I say, it's now like 11:25.
30-something kilometers in?
30-something kilometers in out of like 160-something today. So we'll see how this goes. Like I say, it always takes longer when you're filming. Oh. Wow.
That's the play area.
This road looks like it's been fixed up recently.
Graded, gravel, ditched.
Wonder what's going to be going on here for that to have happened. If anybody knows why, we might actually be on Red Rock Road now. I can't see it on the map yet. Yep, we're on Red Rock Road. So we're going to take this and then we're going to hit 785 here in a bit. If anybody knows why this end of Red Rock Road has been fixed up, let me know in the comments, because I'm curious to see if there's some sort of project going on in here or what's going on.
A few moments later.
So right now we are coming up to Route 785. Now off to our left, if we would have came from that direction, where we crossed the pavement earlier in our B-roll footage, if you were paying attention, that was Route 785 also. So 785 on Google Maps is also known as, or somebody on Google Maps, I don't think it's official, but somebody named it the Sheldon Lee Highway. Sheldon Lee was the Minister of Transport in the Liberal government, I believe, right up until the 90s, under Frank McKenna. And he was a lifelong resident of Charlotte County who passed away last week. So, well-respected member of the community. So, a lot of people say that he was behind the building of that road to go from Charlotte County up to Fredericton Junction. And then you just carry on Highway 101 to into Fredericton. So maybe if that is not official on Google Maps, somebody will name the road in honor of him. Oh, I might have just passed it. We're supposed to turn on McAleenan Road. That's not what that sign said.
Woodbecker or something.
So we're just going to turn around and then turn where we're supposed, where the map says to turn. Must be an error, I think. Like I say, I haven't scouted this out before. Got this from a viewer who's done this many times before. Said I was supposed to turn left there. Woodpecker Lane, but the map says McAleenan Road. But according to his track that he sent me, I believe I am on the right path. Yes, we seem to be on the right path, so...
There's nothing else for a way.
Yeah, there's nothing else around, so... We're going to assume this is right. And hope for the best.
Instead of the hills have eyes, the woods have eyes?
Must be. Road closed to through traffic. this would, so like I said this morning when we left, we could have just come up Route 770, a couple of trails off to the side of it that are old rail bed that we're going to take on the way back. But yeah, you could have just left from St. George and came up Route 770 to here. But you folks coming from east of us, St. John County, coming down to Charlotte County, this is pretty much how you would get to this point. So, and then coming back, we're going to go a little further north of here, and where we just turned back there, we're going to come down that road, which is River Road. Follows, I believe, the Macadamic River, Bonnie River, something like that. Like I say, I'm fairly new to the area, so I don't know all the names of everything yet, but we're going to come down through there, through Piscataway. So let's see how this does, or how this treats us, and where we end up next. Say this is probably still fairly well used by the amount of ATV tracks we're seeing here. Just judging by the amount of plastic culverts we've seen too coming through here, I'd say at one point Irving has probably done something with this road to do some tree harvesting here. I can't see DTI having maintained this road in the last few years and putting plastic culverts in and then letting it grow in like this. But we still got a few rocky sections in here, but I would say we have definitely seen worse, wouldn't you say, Doug?
Yes, but I'm not tempting fate.
Yeah, we're still not there yet. And we're not coming back this way. And that's by design. Before we head out today, there might be sections of this we'll overlap on, but we're definitely going to be taking a different route back just to broaden our horizons a bit. I did see some rumblings too on the Western Charlotte County Facebook group that they're working on some more trails in this area, and I did see some rumblings about Piscahagan. Western Charlotte County ATV Club is a fairly new club within the last few years, and they're starting to build their trail network. At some point, I'll probably take a run down and see what they've done so far, maybe bring you guys an update. I don't think we're hitting any of those today, just to make things less complicated. For navigation today, I've turned off all the managed ATV trails on my map and all of my past track rides so that I can just focus on following the planned route for today. So I'm not necessarily going to see if we're hitting a managed trail or not, but I would assume that for the most part, other than the bit of Trail 46 that we did today, none of what we're doing is managed trail. We're basically taking old abandoned roads and some still used roads, as you've seen so far, and there'll be more of those to come to try and do this loop. But so far we are 48.2 kilometers in, a little bit past the halfway point to St. Stephen. Coming back is definitely going to be shorter because we're not going out to Penfield. So stay tuned. We're eventually going to come out by the Red Rooster store along the old highway in St. Stephen, and it's going to be interesting to both of us, I would say, just to see exactly how we do that. Oh my. Okay, a little bit of a makeshift bridge here. Should we turn off the camera and say, nah, let's leave the camera rolling?
Evidence for the insurance claim.
Oh, good. Let's do that. Flip a couple of switches. Let's see if this holds us. Yeah, maybe it's not that deep. I mean, we haven't had much rain. Obviously, the beavers have been hard at work in the area, I think.
That's not too bad.
No.
So far.
Feet are still dry. Oh, there's a rock. Go around that.
The brackish water makes it look bad.
Yeah. Oh, that wasn't terrible at all. I would say we've definitely been through worse. So let's carry on towards the Red Rooster. If only we had smell-o-vision right now. Actually, no, you don't want smell-o-vision right now.
Scratch and sniff.
Yeah, this smells like dirty gym socks boiled in a mixture of swamp water and cow manure. And of course, you know, the climate control system in this thing has a fresh air intake, so we get all this blown right in our face. It's just the most putrid smell.
If anybody out there has an RV, just think dumping the black and it leaks.
Yep. Smells like sewer. If anybody has ever changed a toilet in their house, as soon as you lift the toilet off, and that pleasant odor just hits you square in the face. That's exactly what it smells like right now going through here. So be thankful this is just television and not smell-o-vision, because it stinks. We've been through some muddy stuff before that smells, but I would say this is the most vile mud I have ever smelled. What about you?
I think there was once going up to the top of Holy Mountain just after it opened in the spring, and that was bad. This doesn't look good either.
No, I would say there might be a little bit of a drop there.
But yeah, going up the hill, you'd almost think they filled in the ruts with manure.
Yeah, something like that, probably. Sure, smelled like it. But this is worse. This is definitely worse.
It's current.
The great outdoors.
As the song said, it wasn't me.
Wasn't me either. So we made our way through Fart Alley on McAleenan Road.
The Trail of the Lakes.
Yep, Trail of the Lakes. I would say in a normal season where we have a normal amount of rain. Oh, there's some camps here. There's a lot of sections there that we just came through that would probably be underwater for the most part. But we did come through after Fart Alley. We had a couple of little challenging spots there where there's a washout, but we came to a camp in the woods and we made a right turn. So I have no idea what road we're on now. But this seems to be a pretty good road. There was a couple of sections that were a little bit muddy, as I say, that would probably be underwater. We just passed some camps, so this is probably some fairly decent road here. And I did notice off to the right there's some hydro line there, so let's keep on this road for a while. This is where our bread map is telling us, breadcrumb map is telling us where to go. Man, you'd think I was drinking today, but I'm not. I had a Gatorade Zero, great flavor.
And they don't ferment.
And yep, those don't ferment. I would say there was probably a club rally through here at one point too, because I'm seeing some arrows and some waypoint indicators. I know Western Charlotte County ATV Club did a rally not too long ago where they came up to St. George and had some lunch at maybe Como's or Aussie's or something like that.
There's one.
Oh, yep, there's another one. So this could have been the way that they took. There's some great potential here for trails. Well, don't you say? Wouldn't you say?
Oh yeah.
Some sections just need a little bit of brushing back. A couple of old bridges that probably are structurally sound that could use a little bit of decking replacements, but
one needs to be replaced.
Yep. But all in all, I think there's some really good trail potential here if either Western Charlotte wanted to take it on, if you're not taking it on already, or Charlotte County, if you guys could work together. Clubs 39 and 58. If you guys could work together to make this, some of this stuff managed trail, it would be a heck of a run to be able to go all the way from St. John all the way to St. Stephen. I think it would be a very, very, very popular route and would bring some ATVers to the area. on Bernie Lake Road and about to cross another road here. We are in Whittier Ridge.
Whittier Ridge.
Is it Whittier or Whitter?
Whitter. And this is the Whitter Road we're going to be going on.
Yes, so we're at the end of Bernie Lake Road, getting on Whitter Road, and up ahead here, probably in the not too distant future, we're going to hang left and head down towards St. Stephen. Not sure what those roads are going to be called. I saw them on the map. They're not appearing right now, but once we see them on the map, we'll let you know. But right now, it's going to be Whitter Road for a little bit until we make a left turn. And then right now, we're basically heading west towards St. Stephen. Then we're going to head south and come down into St. Stephen. What would be really awesome, and Doug and I were talking about this earlier, is if you could go through St. Stephen somehow and cross the border into Calais. There are sections of Calais, Maine, that are ATV friendly, like up by the Walmart and whatnot. There's trails up there.
All the way to Ellsworth.
Yeah, and there's trails that can take it all the way down to the Down East Sunrise Trail, all the way into Ellsworth. Obviously, I wouldn't be able to go with this machine because we exceed the weight limit for the trails in Maine.
I don't.
Nope, you don't. So we could hop in the Z-Force and do that. But that would take a heck of a lot of collaboration on both sides of the border. And I'm not really sure if that's even feasible, but you know, it's a nice thought. Geez, I'd be interested to see what our elevation is right now, because we're looking right down into the valley here, and we're going to start descending here shortly. And as I say, still on Bernie Lake Road. Get some more blueberry fields.
Whitter Road.
Huh?
Whitter Road.
Oh yes, Whitter Road. We finished Bernie Road, Bernie Lake Road. Actually, that might be a good little spot back there to pull off and have some lunch. We'll see if there's another pull off right here and strike up the barbecue. So stay tuned. So I bet y'all didn't think when you started watching this video you're going to get a cooking lesson today, but here goes. So folks who know me, especially the folks at the campground, know that my preferred way of cooking is with charcoal. So this summer I was at a yard sale, found a little portable Weber barbecue and a chimney.
Still got the sticker on it.
Yep, I'm sure that sticker will burn off. Perfect for taking in the bike. Just strapped it down in the bed, all good. But I'm sure there's some folks out there that have never ever cooked on charcoal, or folks that cook on charcoal and use the match ready stuff that just makes your food taste like lighter fluid. So what we're going to do today is we're going to show you how to use a charcoal chimney to cook on a charcoal barbecue. So this here is the chimney. So what you do is you take some newspaper and you bunch it up in the bottom here. Ah, somebody's been prepared. You bunch it up and you stuff it in the bottom. Maybe one more piece. You don't want to ball it up too tight because you still want it to be able to burn. So yes, trailside cooking with Dan and Doug, Copilot Doug. So then you take your charcoal, and this one doesn't need very much, so you're going to drop the bag, and then that's why this chimney is perfect for this barbecue, because it doesn't hold a lot of charcoal, and because you don't want to, have it blazing too hot either, and just scorch your burgers without cooking them. So now you've got your paper in the bottom and your charcoal in the top, and then you just go in one of these holes here, some of these holes here on the side, and light your paper on fire. And the reason why it's called a chimney is it has a chimney effect, draws air in through the bottom. And if I could get the wind to not blow in the wrong direction here. Oh, it's caught pretty
You'll
good.
do it.
So yeah, it draws air in through the bottom, up through your charcoal. The burning paper will light your bottom row of charcoal on, and then it'll come up through. And then what you're looking for your charcoal to be ready to put in the grill is just the top layer of briquettes. And I like using briquettes. I'm not a lump fan. To just start to turn white, and then you just put it in your grill and make sure you got an even bed of coals, and then you grill away. So we're going to do some burgers here today. We got some chips for a side, and yeah,
Nutrition.
Yeah, very nutritious lunch on the trail today. Make sure you're not doing this on grass, obviously, and this will take probably 10-15 minutes before you get the flames coming up through the top. So we'll show you what it looks like when the coals are ready.
And for those who are concerned, we are not on gravel, nowhere near grass, and it's green burning.
Yes, yes. Charcoal grills are prohibited during burn bans, so keep that in mind. But we'll let this fester and do its thing, and we'll get you here again when the coals are ready.
A few moments later.
Okay, so you probably can't see it on TV, but the flames are just starting to kiss the top of the coals. And we got some good heat going there. Normally I wait for the top layer of coals to ash over a bit, but I'm going to dump these in the grill here now. Through the magic of television, this has been about 10-12 minutes anyway.
It's like those cooking shows.
So you can see now we've got a good bed of coals.
Spread them around, though.
Yep, spread them around. There. Already got some ash building. We'll throw the grill on there. Let the grill get nice and hot.
I got some gloves.
There. Grill's on. We'll let the rack heat up, and then we'll throw some burgers on. So, trailside cooking with Dan. Never thought you were getting a cooking lesson today,
A
did you?
few moments later.
All right. Let's see what this looks like. Oh yeah, those are ready to turn over. We'll flip those over. Now these burgers are frozen patties from Costco. They look nasty, but they taste really, really good. There we go. Get these cooking on the other side.
Sauce?
Grab some barbecue sauce. Can't have a barbecued burger without barbecue sauce. This is President's Choice bacon and maple. You can't go wrong with the combination of bacon and maple. Throw some of that on there. Brush it around. Oh yeah, these are going to be good. Get the smoky flavor of the charcoal. Let that fester for a little while longer in there. Throw some cheese on there to get it melted and smoky, and call it good.
A few moments later.
All right, we've added the cheese. The cheese has been on there for a while. Let's do the reveal. Oh, nothing like a burger cooked on charcoal. These are going to be good with the homemade buns.
And crispy onions.
Oh yes, almost forgot about the crispy onions. But we did forget paper plates today, so
Yeah.
tailgate it is.
Burger handheld.
Yep.
A few moments later.
All right, Doug, time for the taste test. How was Dan's roadside cooking?
It's not roadkill, it's good. There's a YouTube guy I watch occasionally. He's a Kiwi. And he does food reviews about viral recipes and makes recommendations. But his rating system is kind of off.
Okay.
I don't know whether you want to have this on there, but does it fuck or does it suck? Fuck is
Okay.
good.
Okay.
It fucks.
Perfect. So the charcoal did its thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, that's going to wrap up this episode of Cooking with Dan on Dusty Trails and Drone Tales. But yeah, you never know what you're going to see on this channel, that's for sure. So we're going to finish up here eating, and then we're going to get back on the road and head towards St. Stephen. All right, so we finished cooking lesson with Dan, and now we're back on the road towards St. Stephen, and we're just going to continue on here. We're on Witter Road. Yes, Doug's nodding yes.
Yes.
And so we're going to continue on here until the next road, and then we're going to eventually make our way to Red Rooster and St. Stephen. So stay tuned. We're almost there. Hopefully the rest of the going today is as good as this, because my wife is cooking supper for us tonight, and supper time is 5:30. So we've been gone 4 hours now. Now, keep in mind, if we didn't stop for lunch and have a barbecue and all that stuff and weren't filming an episode, this would take a lot less time than what we've taken today. So, anyhow, we're on our way again, and we'll talk to you in a bit. All right, so it's been like 2 minutes in real time, and now we're coming up to...
Doesn't say. Something Ridge Road.
Oh, look at that over there, though. That's snowmobile trail to McAdam. McAdam is 50-something kilometers. Anyhow, we're going to turn left here. Coming back, we're going to keep zooming right past this road and make our way home that way. So we're going to keep on this road, I think, for a little bit. Got another intersection up here. It looks like we're going to go straight through. Oh yes, we're going to cross the Rolling Dam Road. Right by the church here, if it is still a church. Looks churchy.
It's a house in the middle of a cemetery if it isn't.
Yep. All right, and looks like we're going to make a turn up here not too far ahead anyway. But yeah, now we're on the Rolling Dam Road. We're going to turn off it here in just a sec. And less than a kilometer later, we're going to make a left turn here.
With Clint Eastwood fans, left turn, Clyde.
Hoping that this is a road. Yep, it is a road. Bear right here.
Around the abandoned house.
Yep. Now I just noticed there was a little turn from the left. I overshot it a little bit, but why does it look like I'm going away from the breadcrumb? So we're going to stop here for a second, figure out where we're going, and why we're not going where we're supposed to be, and we'll come back to you. Okay, so we're back by the abandoned house we just turned by, and looks like we overshot things a little bit on the Rolling Dam Road. So we're going to go back down to the Rolling Dam Road. There it is. We're not going back to the Rolling Dam Road. We should have kept a left instead of going right. Here we are. Like I say, we're not perfect.
That's it.
So, for some reason, on the map, this said St. Andrews Subdivision. Don't know. So it doesn't look like we're going too far up here before we turn right again. Man, the way this is built, this almost seems like it's old railway. Wouldn't you say, Doug?
Yeah. Narrow and drops off on either side.
Yep.
Fairly flat.
And straight. So I would say we're probably on some old railbed here. And coming up here shortly, we've got a right-hand turn. So hang tight. We'll turn right here in a minute. All right, so it looks like the old railbed continues, but we're going to hang a right here. Oh, looks like we could have came up there too. But anyways, we're going to turn right here and follow this for a bit and see where this takes us. Never a dull moment, eh, Doug?
Nope.
Let's just double check our map here. Yep, we're pointed in the right direction. Looks like there's a little bit of a rocky section through here, but
Ain't no rail bed.
nope, I like railbed. But let's see how this goes through here. This is probably an old road at some point that's just been neglected over the years and hasn't had anything done with it. And some rocks and lumps, but I think we'll survive. We saw worse. So we did find a name on the map. This road is Mill Road, and now we're coming up to Route 127, which we're gonna hang a left on. Oh, squirrel! Don't run over the squirrel. We're gonna hang a left on Route 127 here.
Here, my way.
And then carry on this for a little bit, and then turn off onto another road, and onto another road, and onto another road.
Rinse and repeat.
Yep, so we're on Route 127 here. This road goes from, you can get on it just outside of St. George. Goes through, goes into St. Andrews, and then through St. Andrews, past the aquarium, and then all the way up to Lawrence Station. So not a very big jaunt on this road. We're going to do a right turn just up ahead here, and hopefully I don't overshoot this one again.
Coming up on it fast.
We're in Greenock right now.
No.
Nope.
Yeah. That was it.
Oh, turn around again. See, the benefit of us doing this for you is that you can ignore all the mistakes we made.
And make your own.
True, because we are following a breadcrumb. But anyhow, we're going to turn here, which should have been a right coming from St. George Way. Yes, and
Up through the abandoned farm.
yep. And we're going to go through some fields here and some woods, come out to another road, turn on another road, and eventually get to where we're going. So let's see where this ends up and how well we get through there. And like I say, don't overshoot the turns like we do. time?
We know by now.
Yep. Oh yeah, we would have been smoked. And it looks like we got a little bit of board road here, and then we're gonna hang a right just up ahead here. And try not to overshoot it this time.
Into the woods again.
Yep, into the woods again, potentially. Some of this we're gonna do on the way back. Once we get back to the rolling dam road, we're going to, oh, here we go. Here's
Devlin
our right
Road.
turn.
Further up it says Devlin Road, so I don't know if this is all of Devlin Road.
Good question. Oh,
And
this is a
trail.
snowmobile trail.
Sled trail, yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Well, I do know there is a snowmobile club down this way, so this makes sense. So we're going to carry on here for a bit, I guess, until we have to make another turn on another road.
Run this trail for quite a ways.
Okay.
According
Yeah.
to the breadcrumbs.
And so far, we have done 73.2 kilometers. And if I remember my mathing properly, the first leg to St. Stephen was about 96.
It's going to be a long day.
That's a long day because we're filming and eating and all that good stuff. But anyhow, this looks like it could be a really good snowmobile trail in the winter.
Not a bad trail.
No,
In the summer.
no.
In the fall.
Compared to some of the places we've been today. It doesn't smell like Fart Alley.
Knock on dash.
Yep. All right, so let's go through here a bit and enjoy some scenery and what's left of the fall-ish colors. And we'll talk to you again soon. We're still continuing on towards St. Stephen, like our turtles, as always. But anyhow, when we just made that left turn back there, we just turned onto the Smith Road. So just going to try and scroll ahead here on the map.
There's a split up ahead. I don't know which way we go.
Let's see. We do have a right turn coming up. I can't remember when I mapped this out if this is the way back, or if that split is the way back or the way to. So we're just going to pull over here for a second and double check the map. And we'll come back to you with some direction here once I have some direction. So we're going to pull over and check out the
A
map.
few moments later.
So we're back and we conferred with the map. Doesn't really matter which way we go at this point on our map, because this is just going to basically make a big loop. So I took a look, and the way I have it mapped out, as I say, it doesn't matter. It's a loop. And when you see the GPX file for this, you'll see that it looks like we've got 2 or 3 figure 8s
Somewhere here, right there.
So what we're going to do is we're going to take the right here, and then what we're going to do when we come back is we're going to come from the direction facing us now. So we're turning right onto another snowmobile trail here off of the Smith Road, and we're going to follow this for a little bit. So
Some aquatic adventures.
yeah, some more of those. We've had plenty of those today. I'm sure if we would have done this right after the woods ban was up,
Dry as a bone.
yeah,
Dusty as hell.
yep. So today's episode is
Soggy trails.
and drone tails. Or maybe, yeah, soggy trails and drone tails. There's been a little bit of dust today, but it's been very few and far between. The last time we had rain here was Thursday. We had rain Wednesday and Thursday, so this is Sunday. So it's been a few days, but we did get quite a bit of rain, and it is good to see everything is starting to get wet again. There's probably some concern for folks on wells with all this drought this summer, and hopefully you have water where you're at and didn't lose your home to a wildfire, forest fire, whatever you like to call it. But we're still in a rain deficit, big time, and we need probably a good 100 millimeters of rain or more before we get some snow to really replenish that groundwater supply. So, on a day like today, it's cloudy, it's gray. Not the best filming day because I find colors just don't pop, but we'll take the cloudy gray if it means we're going to get some rain between now and winter. So right now we're coming up to Route 755 and Upper Tower Hill. Lower Tower Hill?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to cross it here onto...
More skidoo trails.
Yes, on the Ruddock Road. So, cross this. And we're going to carry on the Ruddock Road until it's time to hit another road. And I know I've been saying, we're going to hit a road, then we're going to hit a road, then we're going to hit a road. Eventually we're going to run out of roads and then turn around and go back to St. George. But for now, we're almost to St. Stephen. It looks like we've tracked 79.7 kilometers so far, give or take. So we're probably 15, 16 kilometers now to St. Stephen at the Red Rooster store. So we'll bring you updates as they happen in true Dusty Trails and Drone Tails fashion before we turn around and head back to St. George. getting back to civilization. Road's a little better here. We are on
I don't have a name on here.
Robinson Creek Road.
We're coming up to St. David Ridge Road.
Okay.
Oh, there it is. The track went over it, sorry.
I can't say I've ever heard of Robinson Creek Road, so.
Surprise!
Surprise, here we are. Sorry, Robertson Creek Road people, but we're here. Oh, it looks like there's some high tension transmission lines here too. So we're coming up here now on the St. David Ridge Road, and we're going to hang a left. Onto St. David Ridge Road.
Clear my way.
Clear my way.
Stop sign that way anyway.
And I'm not sure if, let's see here, let's take a look ahead. We're not on this for very long. We're going to make a right turn up ahead.
Snowmobile trail.
Doug's pinching and zooming on his map.
Nada. Snowmobile trail.
All right.
Blame it on the snowmobilers. Or credit the snowmobilers, whichever way you want to look at it.
I'd say we give them the credit because, you know, it takes a lot of work to keep this stuff going, so. And I just overshot again. Did I?
I think so.
Yep, I overshot again.
The map
So
just caught up and we're well past.
when you see these little offshoots on our
Oopsie.
GPX file, those are oopsies. That doesn't necessarily mean take them. So now we'll turn this thing around.
Don't need 40 acres.
No, it's not that bad. So our righty is now a lefty. Yeah,
a little loose
sometimes
with that.
GPX or GPS file and ride command lags a little behind. So this is the left we want here. Oh, yep, there's some ATV tracks. And let me zoom out and see where this is going to take us. Oh, yeah, we're going to follow this a little ways, I think. Let me consult the map and we'll be back.
A few moments later.
All right, the route has been consulted on the map. And we're going to stay on this road here, whatever road it may be, right until Cleland Road. Hopefully I pronounced that properly. C-L-E-L-A-N-D. To me, that spells Cleland. Wouldn't you say it's Cleland?
Yep.
And then we're going to basically, once we get on Cleland Road, we're just going to follow a little bit and end up at the Red Rooster store in St. Stephen. So, without further ado, here we go. checking in with y'all. We're still on that same trail that we turned on to last time. Past a farm, past like Reservoir Road, and we still haven't hit Cleveland Road yet. That should be coming up here not too far away. But we just wanted to let you know we're still all alive. And just in case that, somebody finds this camera next to my dead body somewhere, stuff happens.
Oh yeah, then I'd be the first suspect.
Yeah, you would be. At least you'll know I made it this far anyway. We made it 92.3 kilometers, so...
Despite being stuck behind a Toyota Corolla on a trail.
Yeah, that was really weird. But, like I say, we're 4 or 5 kilometers, I believe, from St. Stephen's, so we will check in with you again once we get to St. Stephen. We're back! So, we just hit the Cleveland Road, and we're going to cross the Route 1 here very shortly, either over it or under it.
We got telephone poles, no power, no communications, just telephone poles.
Yep, so it looks like something started here, but never got finished. Anywhoos, yep, we're going to go over an overpass here. We are on Cleveland Road. And then, yep, over the overpass. Route 1. And then we should be almost to the Red Rooster. So we're getting there, folks. We're, like I said earlier, I believe, maybe I did, maybe I didn't. The route back is shorter than the route up, so the second half of the video is going to be shorter than the first half. Plus, we have to try and make it back for supper. That was interesting that the overpass was paved, but the road itself is not.
Full of burnout marks.
Yep, there's definitely been some ATV activity up here. Anyhow, we're going to just carry on to the Red Rooster, which should be just up ahead here, not too far away. All right. Well, folks.
We almost didn't make it.
Yeah. Welcome to St.
go.
Stephen. This is now Route 170, which used to be the old highway between St. John and St. Stephen. So just to say we made it to the Red Rooster, we're going to pull into the parking lot, get our bearings together, and prepare for the route home. Ta-da! We're here.
Rooster.
All right. And turn right. We just had a quick stop and stretched our legs at the Red Rooster. And now we're going to do the return route home. So for now, we're going to go back up the Cleveland Road.
Over the cool paved overpass.
So take a left here. Cleveland Road. Back up over the overpass. Well, we're not going to go over the overpass, actually. We're going to hang it right before we go over the overpass.
I thought we did.
I think. Either way, we're going to run alongside the highway for a bit. Oh, yeah. No. See, Doug's showing me the map here.
Might be Cleland. C-L-E-L-A-N-D.
So,
I'm
back
sure
up.
somebody will correct us.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So, back up we go over the overpass, and then we're going to hang a right on the other side. to the highway. We are going to go down St. David Ridge Road a little bit, down to, looks like across the old highway, potentially. Yep, we're going to go across the old highway here, which is, on the map, is still St. David Ridge Road. Oh no, that's because I'm still on St. David Ridge Road.
Yep.
Oh, good Lord.
Should be another trail right across.
Yep, I would say.
I don't see much.
Let's pull over to the side here. Supposed to go across the highway. Oh, yep, I see the pocket.
Oh yeah. Hard to see over the hump.
Yeah. So across the old highway, Route 170 now, I believe.
Yep.
Down into here. Oh, interesting. Driving by, you'd never know this was here. So it looks like we're going to stay on this a little bit through the woods here. Oh wow. Starting to grow in a little bit. Let's go around that mud hole. Although I don't think the go around is as, I think the mud hole might have been the lesser of the evils.
Maybe.
There we go. Once four-wheel drive kicks in, we're all good. All right, so let's go through here and see where this takes us. Okay, change of plan. So it looks like these were recently cut and a no trespassing sign put up. So we are going to turn around and take an alternate route. So just hang on, we'll get turned around and figure this out. So we've turned around and we're back to Route 170. And we're just going to take a quick stop here along the old highway and weigh some options, because that trail there would have just basically came back onto the Benson Road. What do you think, Doug? Do we just ride the shoulder to the Benson Road?
Doesn't look like it's all that far anyway.
No, then we can just get off at the fork and then pick up the Benson Road again, up to Benson's Corner, and then there's another, yeah, we follow that. Then we do Route 170 again, Route 755 to Back Road.
Although I don't advocate pavement running, this is our shortest option.
Yep, our shortest and appears to be our only option at this point, unless we're just exploring the map here now. Yeah, and St. David Ridge Road takes us in the opposite direction we want to go to. So
go up the St. David Ridge Road. There's a road coming down here that meets back up. It's called the Back Road, but 6 of one, half a dozen the other.
well, we were going to end up on Back Road anyway.
Yeah, but it's a lot farther up.
Decisions.
I think Benson.
Benson?
Sure.
Benson it is. We're going to ride on the shoulder here, but just so the viewers that are watching will know, you can go up St. David Ridge Road to the Back Road. I wish I could scale on this, actually. It doesn't really look that far, Doug. I think the better option is going to be to go up St. David Ridge Road to the Back Road, because we're going to go up to the Back Road anyway. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go up St. David Ridge Road.
Okay.
Just not a super huge fan of the traffic here, that's for sure.
Yeah, if it weren't for that.
So let's do a little bit of a guidance here of where we came out and where we course corrected. I'll throw a little bit of mud off the tires.
A lot.
So yes, that trail on the other side of the 170, the sign was posted. Doug got out and took a look, and it's agricultural land. So, I mean, one, there's trees across it. Two, we're going to respect their land and not winch the trees out of the way or cut them out of the way and stay off their property, because obviously they don't want us there, which is okay. I mean, it's your land. If we're allowed to use it, great. If we're not allowed to use it, that's fine too. So what we did was we came out along the highway here. So when you're coming from Oak Bay, St. Stephen Way, where we followed along the highway, instead of turning right down towards Route 170, you're going to turn left and go up St. David Ridge Road. Approaching the back road here now, which our intent was to hit it anyways, so just maybe a little bit more direct route. Coming up St. David Ridge Road. Once again, we do not always advocate road running, but sometimes when you get in a pickle, you got to get out of the pickle. We were in a pickle.
They had a sign for us back there. Slow, children playing.
Oh, that would be us some days.
Are we the slow children?
I don't know if, yeah, I don't know.
Nice old orchard.
So back road is showing up as a dead end, probably because it's a dead end to vehicle traffic, not necessarily us. So let's go on back road for a little while, and I forget what the next road we're going to pick up is, but we'll let you know what it is when we get there. So our original intention was to hit back road further down. We were going to come up, oh crap, I forget what it was now. Anyways, and then we were eventually going to turn right here. So because we're coming up back road from the opposite direction, we're going to turn left here and follow the power lines for a bit. I guess the good news is it looks like other ATVs have been here and have been here quite recently. So let's see what this does and see if we live to tell the tale. Usually power lines can be hit or miss, so we'll see if this is hit or miss or not.
Always entertaining no matter what.
Yeah, that they are. Well, I mean, if you take Trail 43 like we did when we went from Lornville to Lincoln, it does follow the power line quite a bit. It's just sometimes they can be a bit slow going, and sometimes you hit a swamp and hope you make it through. So let's see what happens. We'll just take it slowly and surely through here for now. Thump, thump. Okay, so we made our trek through the power line, which really wasn't that bad.
Couple hits.
Yeah, a couple of dips, a couple of rocks, but nothing too terrible. So now we've just hit Route 755. And so we're going to go up here a little bit and branch off onto another road. Could potentially be a trail, I'm not sure.
Looking pretty good for a trail.
So let's continue on here for a bit and see where we're going to turn off next. All right, go too fast and you're going to miss it. But here's the turnoff off of the 755. So we made a right turn onto this trail slash old abandoned road. And we're going to follow this until we get to another road. Pile of debris there. Always hate to see that in the woods, but once upon a time, back when people weren't so environmentally conscious, it was commonplace to have your own dumping ground everywhere. At least it's getting a little bit less these days. And
A little less for the archaeologists to find.
yeah. This doesn't seem so bad so far. Yeah, so we're going to carry on here for a little bit and hopefully you enjoy some scenery as we go along. Oh, there's a partridge. And it looks like we might be getting a little bit of a sprinkle too, starting. So I don't think the water's too clean on the windshield to be puddle water. So anyhow, let's keep on going. It's not a managed trail at the moment. It's built up where there are dips.
But yet narrow.
But yep, narrow for sure. I think Doug and I both agree that this would have been an old railway here as well. It just has all the hallmarks of it. So if that's the case, if there's any local historians in the area, I would like to know, is this the same rail bed that is now used by the Snowmobile Club?
I would suspect yes from the bridge and look at the abutments.
Oh yeah, let's look. Yeah, check this out, folks. See that down there? Those are the abutments of what would have been the old train bridge. So, definitely this was a rail bed. Definitely not a public road. So with that being said, is this the same rail bed that you would pick up like from St. George to La Pro and all that stuff? Would this have been the rail bed that went from, say, St. John to St. Stephen? Because if you want something by rail in St. Stephen now, there still is rail service there. However, that all comes through Macadam. So inquiring minds want to know. So leave something in the comments, or if you're too shy to leave something in the comments, drop us a note at Dusty Trails and Drone Tales at all one word at gmail.com, and we will post a comment for you. So let us know. A few twists and turns, and off one trail onto another, or it's probably all the same trail, it's just some sharp turns and whatnot, onto the power line, off the power line. And so far it's actually been some pretty decent going through here. The rail bed was really nice. There's a couple spots where there's a little bit of deterioration, but all in all, that was probably aside from going on pavement, some of the best going we've had all day. So right now we're just checking in, letting you know we're still here, still making our way back towards St. George along this section. And up in the distance here, does this actually turn into some sort of road?
Yes.
Okay.
We go straight across and Smith Road again.
I'm seeing Davidson Road on mine, but again, my little pointer on my ride command is not really keeping up with where the heck I am.
Davidson Road, it's across. We're going to...
Oh yeah, we're going to go straight ahead to Smith Road?
Yeah, that's what mine says.
Okay. Now I see Smith Road coming into view on the map. Like I say, this is my first time down here.
I think we've been on the Smith Road already.
Yeah, we have.
Different parts.
Yep. So right here, we're going to come up to Davidson Road. That's Davidson Road that we're just crossing now. And we're going to go up Smith Road for a little bit. Get get some good running in here, pick up some time. Supper's in 45 minutes. I think we're going to be late.
Just a bit.
Well, it's chilly in the slow cooker, so throw that puppy on keep warm and it'll still be good. And your wife is lucky, she's away, so she doesn't get your chilly aftermath tonight. Mine, not so much.
Well, she's hanging around with the rest of her family, you never know.
Yeah, I'm sure she's having a good time up there, so.
Been seeing in-laws in well, she hasn't seen in a long time.
Oh, good.
And the mother-in-law's 85th birthday in 2 days.
Happy birthday to Doug's wife's mother.
Loretta, Brady. I call her Lori.
Okay.
She goes by many names. Woman of mystery, intrigue. She'll never listen to this.
You better hope not, otherwise you're sleeping with one eye open. But you also have Sherry to worry about listening to this, so I don't know that I'd want to experience the wrath of Sherry.
I'm still ticking.
So far, after how many years?
A lot. We've been together since 82.
It's a long time. Okay, crossing another road here. We're crossing Sawyer Road.
Yeah.
And we're going to stay on Smith Road for a little while yet again.
We have signage.
Signage? Oh yes, road signage.
Yeah.
I thought you were referring to like some sort of other signage. Okay, so we're going to carry on here for a bit and pick you up at some random point that we arbitrarily choose. Some of that last footage we just brought you through there looks familiar. That's because it is.
Just in reverse.
Yeah, just in reverse. So we're turning back on here to Devlin Road. So like I mentioned earlier, a lot of this, when you see the GPX file, it's going to look like some figure eights. So we do have some overlap in a few spots. So right now we're overlapping some of the stuff that we did earlier today. So we're going to carry on back through here and cover some ground again, and then once we get in a position to cover some new ground, we'll do that. We've already got it all mapped out, so hopefully it goes well, and we'll see you in a bit.
You better take time. You put me on your playlist. But you never make time. I know just how you behave and how you like to play these games. I got one of you. But I'm addicted to the rush, and I've been waiting way too long to get over you.
of what we did earlier, but that part is almost done. So we just turned a left here on Sorrel Ridge Road, or Sorrel, however you pronounce it. Now, on the way up, we would have come out here, up just on the other side of this bridge on the right. So now, exciting news, we're going to go straight ahead. So we're not going back down Whittier Ridge Road. We're going straight for a while.
We always were straight.
Yes. Now, Douglas. Don't forget the viewers.
That's their choice.
True. Well, I will admit, I did keep it fairly PG-13 today.
So you're going to edit the part around some of the parts in the cooking area?
No. No, we can let one or two of those slip in every once in a while, I guess. So anyhow, we're going to continue on here, Sorrel Ridge Road, for a little while. Enjoy some random highlights along the way. Looks like the leaves have taken a brutal beating through here, so not a lot of fall colors. But we're going to carry on through here for a little bit. So that was our stint on the Sorrel Ridge Road. Now here we're going to hang a right onto another road. Well, lots of leaves down in here. Sorrel Ridge Road did turn into a gravel road back there probably 6-7 kilometers ago. Maybe a little more, would you say?
Yeah, I'll have about 6-7.
Yeah, and so now we're on this other gravel road, and once we have a name on it, we will let you know.
Well taken care of.
Yeah, very nice road, very nice drive through here under the trees. Another section of road that would have been great to travel 2 weeks ago while the fall colors were in the peak, but now the fall colors are on the ground instead of in the trees. So, are you seeing a name there yet, Doug?
Route 770.
Interesting. Oh, yes. This road is going to take us down back to the Bonnie River Fire Hall. So this is the last leg to home. So maybe we'll stop again at the Bonnie River Fire Hall and set the drone up once again, give you guys a good view of the falls and the red rocks that are there, because we didn't really do that on the way up. So just hang tight with us here, and we're almost there. We've tracked 130 37.6 kilometers so far today, and our total route is 161 according to what I'd mapped out. So we're in the final stretches, folks. We're going to be late for supper, but not terribly late. Route 770 would carry on straight ahead and take us down to the 127. As evidenced by the old schoolhouse here beside us, off to our right, we are in Pleasant Ridge. So what we're doing now is we are taking a left here. We could have paralleled the power lines, but I had enough power lines for today, did you?
We are paralleling them.
Or yeah, we could have taken the parallel lines, but we're going to parallel, you know what I mean.
On the pave.
Actually, this says Route 770 here.
Yep, it's 770 here, and 770 there, and 770 there.
Okay, so lots of 770.
Somebody's data's wrong.
Somebody's data is wrong, or Route 770 could also locally be known as Marks Road. Who knows? But either way, it's clearly showing on Ride Command now that we are on Route 770, which may also have another name. So we're going to run this for a little while and bring you an update as soon as we can. If we would have gone straight, not too far up, there's managed trails there that go up to Harvey. Doug and I did them last year, right after he got his CF Moto. That's when, on the way back, when he went to load it on the trailer at my place, shit hit the fan.
Bearings.
Yep, the bearings went out in the rear axle and it took out the caliper too with it, didn't it?
On the right hand side.
Yep.
But the oil, we saw the differential fluid that we saw back there.
Yep.
It was just off gassing extra.
Yep, so Doug's rear differential was overfilled when he picked it up, so after some fairly high-speed running up here along the river. We're still on Route 770, by the way. This is going to take us back down to Bonnie River in Second Falls. So yeah, when we were coming up, he could smell differential oil, so we pulled over back at the intersection there, right where we would have turned right to go to Harvey coming from St. George. And his differential was over full and spewing out the vent tube. So
It looked bad.
yeah, it looked bad, but it wasn't. And it's been fine ever since, right?
Yep.
And how long did it take to get your caliper and wheel bearings at the dealer?
A couple months,
Yep. So you lost a good couple months of fall running.
and that was actually better than the historical.
Yeah. So CF Moto has come a long way in terms of the machines as of last year, based on your experience.
Just letting you go.
Parts lead time suck.
They got a new service manager.
So maybe. Do you think some balls are dropped on that one? Big yes. Oh yeah, he's got his hand over his mouth, folks. He's keeping mum. So we're going to carry on down here along Route 770.
So we left 770 to turn left onto 770, and then we turn right onto 770.
Yes. 770 is a road of many directions, it would appear.
Apparently.
But yeah, we're definitely on the final stretches to go home. So our next stop will be Second Falls at the Bonnie River Fire Station. We'll do some droning there, let you see the falls, and in the meantime, enjoy some highlights of the road down. on the map. And we're back, we followed the Macadamic River down Route 770. So we're back here at Second Falls. So let's do some drone footage here and let you guys take a peek and see what this looks like. And then what we're going to do is we're not going back across Red Rock. We're going to continue on down 770 here. We're going to pull off on a couple of old rail beds along the way and bring you the footage from there. So let's take a look and see what's going on around here. sections of rail bed here. And when you're coming, you got to slow down once you see the campers on the left side of the river, because if you blink, you're going to miss it. So we're going to go through here, through some old rail bed, maybe.
Done it before, it's not that overgrown.
Nope. So let's see what happens in here. the same spot we started from this morning. We just came out that rail bed here right behind us. So we did a little bit of Route 770 coming down from Bonnie River, or from Second Falls along the Macadavic River. We pulled off into a couple spots of old rail bed to end up exactly where we started this morning. We logged, what, 176, 177 kilometers today?
177 by mine.
Yeah, so it was a full day, but I would say all in all it was a good day, wouldn't you say?
Yep, saw lots of things, nice views, valleys,
Partridges?
a ton of partridges.
Yes, there was a lot of partridges. Deer, we saw some deer. One almost jumped out in front of me. You might see that, and you might have seen that in some of the footage coming down from Bonnie River. But other than that, I would say all in all, it was a pretty good day. 170 kilometers, varying terrains, rocks, mud, bog, Fart Alley. Can't forget Fart Alley.
Beautiful roads.
Yep, beautiful roads. But yeah, other than Trail 46, none of what we did today was on managed trail. So as always, if you do use our GPX file, it's at your own risk and at your own peril. So, we're not telling you to do it. We're also not telling you to do it. But on that note, we did get a GPX file. So if you would like a copy of today's run, so you can see how to get from St. George to St. Stephen, as a lot of people have asked, just send an email right to the email address on the bottom of your screen right here. That'll be dustytrailsandDroneTales@gmail.com, and I will reply with the GPX file for you. When you do send us an email though, let me know if you would rather have the GPX file or a link to Ride Command, and I'll send you either one. It makes no difference to me. So on that note, we're going to wrap it up for today. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that you'll be the first to know of when a new video comes out, because God knows where we're going to be next. Got a
Still
couple
waiting for invites.
Yep, we're still waiting for invites. If you got an event, or you want to do a guided tour and take us around and contribute to an episode of Dusty Trails and Drone Tales, let us know. But other than that, we're going to wrap it up here. So
And no cameras found by dead bodies.
no, we didn't have any of that today. So we're good. So on that note, until the next time, may your drones always stay airborne. May your trails be dusty, or in this case, muddy as they were today. And keep it rubber side down. So we'll see you on the flip side, guys and gals, fellers and fellettes. Have a good one.
And passersby.